Hi, welcome to Moments with Megan. I'm Megan Byram, and today I wanted to come and talk to you about building community. As a military spouse, I have the opportunity to move and discover new places. And one thing that is important when I get somewhere is working on building community. And one way I do that is by looking and finding a local church. Finding a local church is a great way to get connected, especially if you're a Christian, um, to other people that can come around and pray for you and support you as you transition from place to place. One way that churches are really good about helping is once you pick your church and you know where God has placed you, it's becoming involved in Sunday school. It's finding an area of which, your heart is drawn to that you can help serve. And as you serve God's people, you're able to make connections and develop relationships with those people around you. So your involvement in church, not just going to church, but your involvement with being in a Sunday school, being able to build relationship, there is one of the first things that I do when I get to a community. But another thing that I do when I look to build community, when I get to a new place, is get to know my neighbors. Sometimes a PCS, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of craziness going on. Our husbands are settling into their work, and so they're maybe gone during the day, and we're camping out in a place that we're going to live with no furniture, and then your furniture comes, and you're hustling to get everything put away so you can make things a home, to get your family settled as quickly as you can. And so sometimes we forget to get out and meet our neighbors. A lot of times I've been fortunate to have lived in a neighborhood where people came and welcomed us to the neighborhood. They brought us a meal, they brought us cookies, or whatever the case may be. Other times we've been in a neighborhood that maybe it was me who reached out and, just went and knocked on the door and said, "Hi, I'm Megan. I'm your new neighbor. I just wanted to let you know we moved in next door. We moved in down the street, and I just wanted to say hello." And just open the door for communication, because you never know what can happen when you open the door in a community to build community within that area, what that can do for a neighborhood. So maybe you're the catalyst, or maybe you're on the receiving end of great neighbors that come and build community with you. One thing that you can do is also connect with others based off of hobbies. So maybe you like cooking and food, and that's one way. Maybe you're a crafter. Maybe you're a parent of a toddler and you want to be around other parents that are going through similar things like you, lack of sleep, crying babies not taking naps. So maybe you're wanting to connect with other spouses that are in similar phases of life as you, or they're going to have similar interest. One thing that I really love to do, especially when it gets cooler in the fall, or maybe just any time in general, is do fire pits. We love to be outside. It's fun. We can throw our cornhole boards up. Our kids are doing things outside. We have a fire where people can come around to get warm. And then we usually have something for s'mores or whatever to keep the kids engaged and making it fun. But that's just a great way that we really enjoy opening up our yard without having to have people all in our home, is to do fire pits for the neighborhood, or just have a few people over in general. So that's a great way to do that, is building community through people that are like-minded, either have the same faith as you do. You can build it around food and drinks, going to get a cup of coffee. I've heard that that's a little old-fashioned for younger generations. I don't consider myself super old, but I still like coffee, and it's always a special treat for me to go get a coffee. Having people over for dinner or maybe lunch, that's a great way to do that. Maybe you have a gardening friend and someone's interested in getting to know that, know how to do gardening. So there's great ways that we can connect and build community through church, through our neighborhoods, through finding like-minded people that enjoy doing similar things that we do. And those are just great ways to connect. For a military spouse, one other option that I want to throw out there is the option to connect through your husband or your spouse's squadron. I know sometimes that we hear horror stories, or maybe we had a bad experience before, and you don't want to be connected via the squadron. That's okay, but maybe it's time to give it another shot. Maybe it's time to meet someone else that can understand when you're frustrated, when it's a long hours, or your husband has to go in on a Saturday, where you have other people within your squadron that build community with you as well. So those are all great ways to build community. I hope you have a great day. And if you have any other comments or questions, feel free to leave me a note. Thanks. Have a great day.